It's time for me to introduce the first of our special speakers today. Steve Vamos is a Director of Telstra and the founding President of the Society for Knowledge Economics, a think tank whose mission it is to make Australia one of the world's leading knowledge economies. Previously, Steve was CEO of 9MSN and Vice President of Microsoft Australia and New Zealand before moving to the United States to become the company's head of worldwide sales and international operations for their online services group. He also spent 14 years with IBM Australia before becoming Vice President and Managing Director of Apple Computer Asia Pacific and Managing Director of Apple Computer Australia. He has twice been named in the top 5 most influential members of the Australian technology industry by the Australian Financial Review. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Steve Vamos.
Well, good afternoon. It's a pleasure to be here and have the opportunity to speak with you. Business ain't what it used to be. I don't know. I think the fundamentals haven't changed. Business is about people, what they know and how they connect. However, that said, the potential of business has changed for the better and sometimes for the not so good. Why do I say that? I say that because information technology has really changed things over the last 10, 20 and 30 years. It has changed the potential of people to access information, to share knowledge, to acquire knowledge. It's enabled people to connect with those of like minds anywhere. And that has amplified the potential of people and therefore amplified the potential of every organisation that operates in our economy. This has significant implications for our mindset. Our mindsets as managers and leaders of organisations are rooted in a world that was the hierarchical, siloed, divided world of the industrial age. We now have to shift our mindsets to operate in a very connected and networked world. So if there's one thing that I would like to leave with you today, it's to say, think about your mindset as a leader and a manager. Being successful is no longer all about you. It's about how you enable and how you invest in the success of others. Why do I believe this? I believe this because the light went on for me when I was the CEO of 9MSN. I was 40 years of age and I was appointed to be the CEO of a new online business in an industry that really didn't exist. It's a joint venture between Microsoft and PBL. The really relevant thing about that experience was it was the first time I managed something that I had no domain expertise in. I did not understand advertising because I came out of IT. I did not understand media, again, because I came out of IT. That was a blessing. The blessing was I didn't have the same perspective on myself and managed from my knowledge. What I did was what I had to do, which was focus on others around me, the organisation, the stakeholders of the organisation, and really making sure that the people with the knowledge, who didn't happen to be not me, were really enabled and empowered and supported to do the best work they could do. The light that went on for me was the best use of my time as an organisational manager and leader was exactly that. Focused on others, making sure that they had clarity of purpose, good alignment, and they were working in a very supportive and a culture that was the culture we needed to be successful. So that changed me. That changed my perspective and my mindset on my role as a manager and leader. It's not about me. It's about dedicating myself to others. And in fact, those of you that have organisations that meet once a year for a day to talk about your strategy and purpose, I would say that day is the most important day that you'll spend together, whether you believe it or not. And it's really the opportunity to take that and turn it into something you do every day that is going to see your organisation perform to its potential. The potential of people is greater than ever. We all know that. Yet those of us that are perhaps baby boomers, still in significant places in work, look at people of certain ages and think they're capable of doing so much because that's what we did when we were their age. When I was at the age of 18, 19, if I wanted to start a business, it was probably a pool cleaning business. Whereas kids nowadays can build businesses based on technology that can have global impact. So a very, very different world. And that's where the opportunity lies. The opportunity lies in taking that potential that exists in the individuals and the stakeholders that we have that support us and work with us, and really to dedicate ourselves to enabling them. So I guess to conclude, what I would really encourage you to do is to think about your mindset. Are you a knower and a teller, or are you a learner and a listener? Are you a controller of people, or are you an enabler of people? And ultimately, are you the star player on the team, or are you the head coach of the team who really cares about seeing all players play to their potential? I really believe if you commit yourself to thinking differently about your role and dedicate much, much more of your time to the success of others, that you will see success that you never imagined was possible. Thank you very much.